classed as, sorry guys, but he was classed as like the star player of that team. And then you've got Ronnie, who's been on countless other teams. He's always classed as a star player. Liam was classed as a star player on his old team back in Season 1. And his strikers on Vitality and Vision also when he was with Mystiques and Astral. So he was always classed. All these have been like star players of their squad. They just merged into one. But as you said, we've got the map overlay coming up now.
Impact will be the second map, and Supremacy, they do lead 1-0. They've beaten this team before 2-0 in map count. And it's now Team CryptiK's turn to once again prove why they're going against Team Supremacy, seed number 2 in this losers bracket final. On board with Vision, great Lancer Fire to open things up. Kenny is caught out. It's going to be a tough team fight each and every round, but you feel as though CryptiK have the chance to really take it to the French side.
Oh yes, absolutely, and it's a good start here for. Well, it was a good start here for Team CryptiK until I opened my mouth. Strikers have been able to answer back there with Dark Frag, and Ronnie's been caught out by there, but Precision has been able to win his 1v1 over on the home, so that's definitely a heads-up play for Precision. He's playing really well for a player that he is on home hill. He's definitely transitioned very well from playing from the center of the map as a main Slayer sort of thing to these bit smaller part, not smaller part, but it's a different role completely.
Ooh. Vision getting caught out there, and that's a guaranteed spawn stagger now at this point. Precision's going to get caught out in the middle. It's not helpful at all. This could be textbook for Supremacy if they can just clean up the remaining kills. Liam God does stop that a little bit by getting a kill on Dark Frag. One player just hanging out there, as we can see in the X-ray vision. But Zorkos, I believe he's just caught him in the edge there. Yeah, he is there. What a brick that was. Physics does catch him out, though, nonetheless, and ensures nothing crazy is going to happen there. Vision, he's come off respawn. Does get a bit of a shot in, but right now there's been a bit of inaction, I want to say, from Team CryptiK. They've not really dented the armor of Supremacy, and they've essentially been gifted quite a lot of points now, the French side.
Yeah, absolutely. It's coming up to a 25-point lead now for Supremacy, so they're going to have to be looking towards making a break now, our CryptiK. They don't want to leave it too late to where they're having to get the 3 cap. So the smokes are coming in now, so we're expecting a 3 to 4 man push over towards this table side. And look at the X-ray vision, you can see the cell, but here's the player around table. Absolute bricks being chucked out by Zorkos. He's stopping 3 people in their track. He's been able to pick up Liam God on the side. Physics has fallen, no. He's been able to pick up another one. The Visions has now taken, so Zorkos has taken out Visions. Baghdad is running for his life. He's full ready. He doesn't need to get involved in any sort of fire at all. His team's won the fight over it being now. They're expressing and trying to spread out towards CryptiK's home hill.
Trying to contain them at this point in time. It seems Dark Frag is ready to run away. Liam God is clearly putting on some damage right there, but Kenny actually, once again, another spawn stagger. They've been completely tipped off balance. This whole CryptiK squad, this whole time, the points are really running away from them. Now Kenny choosing to pull out. The team revive will surely come in. Ooh, Physics, Liam God still right up the back. And Ronsel actually getting the kill on Baghdad across. They need a triple cap, and this might be the ticket to it.
Wow, so it's such a big kill from Zorkos there to shut somebody down here. He might have saved his team around. They just need to step into B, and they've left it too late. Unfortunately, not able to get in it again. Oh. Milliseconds. How many times have we seen it where they're in there on 207, but it's 207.3, 4, 5, and it's just not enough. It's just a fraction too late.
Each and every spawn stagger mattered. That's how close it was at the end of the day. And even one of those pushes I could criticize for quite a long time, actually. They're trying to push through table earlier on in the round. 3 members try to push through. Zorkos, as you would as a smart player, hold his ground, get so many shots on, and his health was fine the whole time. You just feel as though CryptiK threw themselves, threw their bodies into Zorkos' shotgun, but really didn't dish out anything to speak of. A very good round from Supremacy in Sens now to kind of separate that B battle a little bit.
Yeah, like you said, 3 people he was able to hold off just by aiming around the corner. Took no damage himself, and that's 3 people back. And see if Visions is able to do this time, because it's him versus Zorkos, and this seems to be where Zorkos dominates now. Kenny's ran through with Zorkos. Visions has dropped. Visions is now dead. Dark Frag has picked up. Oh, Ronslaw's been killed. Liam Ronslaw's down. Precision's down. 4-5 down now for Team CryptiK. It's looking pretty dire for them at the moment. It's only the 2nd round, but you don't want to see that.
C capture has started, waiting for the A to blink for that triple. Have they got enough numbers, though? CryptiK seem to have the numbers advantage. Liam got just run in before any of his teammates can get there. He's looking good so far for the French side, and actually, Physics is somehow still alive. Dark Frag has been revived. The battles continue. Will CryptiK... Oh my, that was a revive after a revive. I don't know how they lasted as long as they did, but There you have it. Baghdad wins a shotgun battle against Precision. More spawn staggering. It just seems a little bit more disjointed now. A bit harder on Impact to stay as a group and try and steamroll the side.
So absolutely, you're not wrong. These spawn staggers are actually affecting them massively. You can't actually make a full-on effective push when you're missing a member. Now, Strikers has just fallen, and Zorkos seems to be the one who's on fire now. He's actually replacing Kenny with all these kills. Ronnie's been taken out by Baghdad. That was absolutely filthy. 4 people down. No, 3 people. 4 people down for Team CryptiK, and the pressure again is going to be mounted on towards that home hill with Precision one shot. The angles are coming from everywhere. Here comes the French side flying up the steps now, and they're causing so many problems to Team CryptiK.
The shotguns of CryptiK are not what they were on Reclaim. They seem to be fading, and Supremacy seem to just be getting better and better as the rounds go by. Ronslaught with the double, looking for Zorkos, close the gap. Zorkos says no, despite the brick. Baghdad is still lurking around B, getting the kills. Physics is applying the pressure on Liam God, and Supremacy, they're just playing CryptiK's game right now and just keep beating them at it.
Absolutely, picking people off one by one, it's just an absolute nightmare for them. And now here comes the 3-cap coming in again. I don't believe it's going to go, but look what they're doing. They're not scoring any points. They're over, where are we? Nearly 40 points ahead. So that is a massive, massive lead. The only way that Team CryptiK are actually going to be able to get the round win this time is a triple cap, and he's just burst into flames over there as Precision. Vision is able to answer back, and Physics has gone down rather cheaply here. So this is the chance that Team CryptiK actually need. They need to move in now for this triple cap, and this is the best chance they're going to get.
Kenny is lost out of Onslaught. B hill broken. Already Strikers has overextended. Perhaps not. Maybe a break at most. I fear for his life at this point in time. There is the break as Zorkos gets the kill on Vision. Liam God is there on hand, but Supremacy do have the engine working towards the B side. They have the points lead. They can take their time, providing the triple cap doesn't come through. But somehow, Liam God is still at A, and actually Strikers is still causing havoc.
Yeah, and Dartfrag with a fantastic overextension over towards B was able to get his team that capture right there. And these two are just going to hold out B. But there is a flank coming behind Dartfrag there, and that is Visions. But Visions is unfortunately, he's not been able to win that 1v1. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to overextend out to B at this point now. And so it looks like it's just going to be a Supremacy round.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, snap! He spoke too soon, but the A hill has been picked up. I don't believe there's anybody over there, unfortunately, for Team CryptiK, and that is another round in favor of Supremacy. So, Toby, wow, looking at everything there. So, we've got to be honest, that was all Supremacy there. It was all Supremacy that they was applying the pressure, they was getting the kills.
Yeah, Kenny and Zorkos' shotguns have just been formidable. Baghdad won quite a few crucial shotgun battles at B, while his team was just running ahead. It's kind of like a CryptiK 2.0 right there, although they just have the teamwork to respond to anything that CryptiK throw at them. The main thing for me right now is CryptiK shotguns. They were not what they once were on Reclaimed. They're not winning the initials. They don't have any inclination, actually, to win enough 1Bs to apply the pressure on the map. They're getting staggered. It's just not working out for them right now, at all in any way. There you have it. Zorkos immediately takes out Vision. He's literally got his number right now on that table. Liam God and Strikers are running in. Zorkos has been caught out. Darkfrag with the incense. Can they change the tide of battle? Doesn't seem like CryptiK's still on the move.
Yeah, it's definitely something that they're possibly going to have to look towards changing because, like, yeah, it's only 2 rounds in, but it's come to the point now where Zorkos doesn't actually care. He's actually on such good form just from the start of this map. He's been insane. He's just been killing him over and over and over again. He's having such a torrid time. They might need to put something down, but say they do have some good control at the minute, even though they did lose over at the B initial. They have managed to gain some good ground, and they are in control of the setups at the moment. So let's see what their defense is like.
Slowing things down for the time being. Supremacy come off a respawn. You can see the goal, though. They definitely want to push. Zorkos is fancying himself with the shotgun right to that last corner. Ronslaught does get the opening shot off. Zorkos at a heavy disadvantage. Physics applying the hard aims back to keep them in the game. Kenny comes through. Darkfrag and Baghdad adds to the kill feed, and Ronslaught will fall as well. Just like that, Supremacy retake B.
That's 4 people down now. 14 CryptiK. Liam is the last man standing. Unfortunately, he's not able to pick anybody out. There is some Visions. This coming off spawn, as is Strickers, but I think it's too little too late. You can see they're not going to make it, and that's 3 now for Supremacy. So something is something needs to change. Is this where we see the boom shot maybe come out for Team CryptiK?
Just about to say, this initial B is not working out at all. Please, I would urge them that they change this strategy up right now. Boom. There we go. Boom shot. You ordered it, and it's right at tail, Callum. And I think this is their best shot. Honestly, I think this is the best shot. Incense on the other side. It was more of like a disjointed B battle and push, but it was never really working out. I saw Darkfire kept getting control of Incense, even with Zorkos winning his battle up there. Just nothing was working for them. Looking at the kill beat, the scoreboard really quickly. Precision I haven't seen much of. Liam got to getting the kills here and there. Ronslaw is a shell of his former self. Let's see, boom shots are in the mix. The team fight has moved. Vision bouncing back and forth, putting in damage. Zorkos yet again with the ice break. Darkfrag doing well. Ronslaw, is he close enough to pick up a kill? Making it two. Hello, boom shot out of nowhere. Precision left alive. 2v1. Could Baghdad win this?
It was a great play there.
Yes, he can.
Great play there by Ronslaw. Heads up play. He's going to get a kill, and he's got the suicide as well on the boomer. So fantastic heads up play from Ronnie there. Say they're not in a great spot at the moment. Say they don't have the B hill. They are having pressure put on them on their own hill, but there's no boomers left anymore. Zorkos has used the last boomer, but as you can see, Darkfrag does still have Insins, so they're going to be causing a problem still. Now they are set up to protect themselves from B and A, and you can see that Team CryptiK are funneling that to B right now. Against those Insins is not a wise idea.
Zorkos shocking out. He sees the up potential. That's absolutely brilliant. Precision just caught. Why have you got your smoke out, friend? Zorkos will get the double.
No.
Ronslaw prevents the triple. Walks into an incense for the time being. Baghdad just pushes past. They are beating them at their own game. And even then, Ronslaw can't even get to the B hill. The break has been actually utilised there clearly, and the cap does come through for Liam God, but the points has been built up. Map control maintained by Supremacy, and they're just dominating right now, Callum.
Yeah, no, they really are. It seems like every fight except the one that's just gone, it just seems to be going in Supremacy's favour every single time. Zorkos, he had no right to be charging in that room like that. He's ran in, he's came out with a double kill. He's causing so many problems, and that's part of the reason why the boom shot was dropped down. No one can actually beat him on the side of the table. You've had Visions there, you've had Ronslaw there. None of them can actually deal with him. It's just best to get him off the table, maybe get him out in the open where he can't utilise his cover as much as he was doing. They've gone for the boom placement. It was unfortunate to win it. Ronnie's been taken out by Zorkos. He's literally king of this map at the moment.
Supremacy setting up for the next boom shot. Evidently, hammer boost in hand of Darkfrag, but that's going to be ripped away from him. As Precision gets the kill, Strikers moves in, but just gets lanced from every angle. Baghdad doing so well to keep his health. At this point in time, Precision caught out in no man's land, and these kills, they're helping Supremacy each and every time. Zorkos will fall, surely, unless Baghdad has something to say about that. Can he get a kill back? No, Strikers once again with the doubles. In that last match, we saw plenty of them. And Physics, on that note, actually gets the boom shot, gets a kill, and has one left to use with a massive score lead.
Absolutely, 40-point lead. But they only have one hill, though, so that's going to start to decrease slowly. But yeah, with the one boom shot, he's going to be rotating that over to the B hill now. He's going to cause all sorts of problems from the looks of it. Two members of CryptiK are there, so still has one boom shot. He's not going to waste this bullet. He's too smart to waste this bullet. He might very well get it out now though and just run towards them.
Still hands his shotgun out, mind you.
There it
Can
is.
just reset. The boom shot's out. Trying to catch out the opposing team. There we go. Strikers forgets the boom shot is up there. Ronslaw tries to push in. He gets one. He's full red. The movement around the corner should be good to actually keep him alive. But Baghdad losing him for a second, but Precision still battling hard. The score gap is not as significant, but 210 is so close to being reached from SY. Need to stop Ronslaw. If that one kill comes through, the break does not come in, and Supremacy yet again win another round. 4 in a row. What can CryptiK do?
Well, their go-to play was to put the boom shot down, and they've done that, and they've lost the initial straight off the bat. They've lost the boomer. Yeah, it was burnt pretty much instantly with the play that Ronnie was able to make, but it's not looking good for them at all. Maybe get rid of those incense, because they're causing a lot of issues as well. They're causing map problems, and they haven't picked them up once from what I've been able to see. So maybe get rid of them, but they haven't. They've put the M bar down, so that's going to give Ronnie something more to play with. So I imagine you're going to see Ronslaw go over towards the M bar now, maybe against Baghdad, and Precision's going to move over into the boom fight. So maybe that's where they're able to open up. Maybe Ronnie's going to be able to beat Baghdad in the 1v1, pick up the M bar, and help his team more with the M bar. So we'll find out.
Vision Opposite Kenny. Kenny the aggressor. Oh, hello. Strikers, headshots, vision, movement around the corner, precision, opens things up, gets the incense as well on that side of the map. Big incense throw, not going to connect with Dark Frag, although it was super close. And precision will fall as well. Ronslaw gets the M-bar. It's now a 2v1 situation. The body check comes in, very close to Dark Frag's head, I am sure. No shock in the Dark Frag's names, who can't be all that aggressive. Show a bit more respect to Ronslaw, perhaps. Ronslaw getting the B-Hill. Despite losing that team fight over there, it's not over just yet. He backpacks it. Despite losing that Ember, he will not give it to the enemy team. Have to be careful. The Strikers are scared for him at that point in time. As you saw, it could be a 3v1 and maybe even some more spawn staggering.
Yeah, spawn staggering at this stage is definitely what his little tag is going to be. Those easy picks that they're able to get, and here's one now. So they're going to have to wait for Strickers to spawn. Precision's not gotten himself in a great spot. He's got a great shot off, but he's now falling. Liam's been able to pick up a kill, but he's still got people trapped in his spawn. Ronnie's trying to come out his spawn. He's lost his shield. He's in all kinds of trouble now. He's down in the back of his spawn. So you can see what the way that they played at the round went as they wanted. They wasn't able to win the 4v4, especially with Vision taking out, no, Strickers taking out Vision instantly as well. Ronnie was able to win his 1v1 and get the M-bar, but unfortunately with his team falling around behind him, wasn't really much he was able to do. Now, they are in a bad situation at the moment. They are down 40 points. They do only have one hill to the name. They don't have a home hill, and Zorkos is there just causing all kinds of trouble.
Brilliant movement. He keeps closing the gap. He keeps going in for that one shot, and it's working so well. Liam God will fall. Dark Frag finds that kill, and that is the B-Hill captured. They're going to have ample time now to rotate over and get this new boom shot. They've got a big points lead. They have B control, incense now to the hand. It is all working out so well for Supremacy.
Just watching, do you know when you're just watching some of these top players, and then when they are going off, it's actually sensational to watch. Zarkos' movement around the map and the way that he's getting these kills has been absolutely insane, because these aren't your everyday players that you're playing against. These are your top players in Europe, and the way that he's treating them and what he's doing to them is just absolutely insane.
Now, of course, he has the Ember to his name. I don't know what else you want when the boom shot's there. You can pick it up on cover. Of course, Baghdad picks that one up. Liam God runs across. Zorkos says no. You're not going anywhere, my friend. We have all the power weapons on the map. We have a huge score lead, looking to add the 5th round on the board without dropping a single one. Striker's caught out of nowhere. He knows something needs to be done. Of course, he can't execute that when there's 4 players in front of him. It is all falling apart from this CryptiK team. Zorkos wants some more. So hungry is that player. Even with this score lead, they continue to apply the pressure. They continue to show what they're worth. Dark Frag backing out now.
So Ronnie's been able to pick up a double kill there, but now, is it too little too late? They do need to get a break on B and C, but two people have been taken out. My God, Jeremy, Unbrain, Dark Frag has just dismantled the team, stopped the push for B. 5-0, we're 1 round away from half-time. They can't afford 6.
We haven't watched Dark Frag that much, at least in terms of the point of view of the camera, but that smoke play was just... It just shows the smarts, how well these players are playing, and how well they fancied themselves. He threw the smoke, trying to get the one shot off straight away. I can't reach that, I'm going to reset. Baits them out, comes out the corner, and gets the 2v1. It's just going so well for each and every player for Supremacy. Clearly feeling themselves. Zorkos, the one with 27 kills now in 5 rounds. And look what they've done, actually. The boom shot's still there. Embar and Incense, they've actually put snipers down in parking and hospital. And it will actually be precision picking that one up. Ronslaw, perhaps he'll go to the Embar, perhaps not. But I think it's all about this boom shot for me.
Yeah, definitely, especially while it's there. So I imagine he's still gone over to the 1v1 with Baghdad, but Liam's been able to pick up first blow on Dark Frag. Liam's then been falling. Oh, Zorkos with the double instinct on Strikers and Ronnie. That was definitely not what they had in mind. Zorkos has now fallen, though. The boom is in the hands of Supremacy. They are going to be pushing towards the home hill. Precision is not in a good spot at all. He tried to overextend for some sort of reason. He went back to his own home right at the top of the stairs. Boom shot there. Is there anything that they can do here?
Liam God trying to go for the break. 1 second denied. Strikers is there. They have numbers. Kenny, rightfully so, backing off. Supremacy, they just have control right now. Strikers looking to see if he can push it back. That he of course has sniped. Dark Frag appears out of nowhere. That's the smarts you want to see. Ronslaw answers back. But it's still so difficult for Team CryptiK. Kenny stuck on the left. Zorkos is here to play. A very scary sight at this point in time for Red Ronslaw. He finds that kill. He finds a second. Nice little triple. Is he picked? Hello? Maybe not. Kenny just about getting taken out. Ronslaw held his nerve despite that issue with that down.
Yeah, watching him there is just more like a what's just happened.
Well,
I'm just going to kill you in a second. There you go. Now they're applying the pressure on for the 3 cap. So great turnaround here, even against what was the boom shot at the time. Great shot there from Precision, been able to pick up an Ember kill. He's body Zorkos, and there it is, 5-1 going into half time. It's still a dire scoreline, but you'd rather that than 6-0.
Can't disagree with you there, Callum. It is looking bleak, I'll be honest, but they put a round on the board. They've got a 2-round cushion, at least, until they lose.
Yep.
Question is, can they win 6 in a row? Difficult to say. Well, maybe not difficult to say. Is it plausible? No. Is it possible? Yes. It's possible.
Has it ever been done on a stream?
It's extremely rare. I've seen comebacks from 5-1 down, but the chances are so slim. 6-1, I think, has happened once that I can recall. A 6-1 comeback at a pro circuit or LAN event. Well, let's see. Let's not dwindle on that because Supremacy, they have just been performing amazingly. Oh no, Caster's Curse perhaps. Ronsel gets a double elsewhere. Precision in front of Baghdad. Slowing things down. Physics answers back. 10-second respawn time, remember folks. So it's not as perhaps triple cap likely. Although Precision does well to find Baghdad with a little bit of support elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're getting a death in a 10-second spawn time, don't get me wrong, every single death is important, or if it can be avoided, do so, but it's not as punishable, especially in these shorter spawn rounds. Liam doing fantastic here, staying alive against 2 members of Supremacy coming up, but maybe it's too much falling to handle there. Too much pressure on the home hill. That's 2 down for Team CryptiK. Precisions needs to get himself out of there, needs to just report back to his home, do what he can just to defend it at the moment, stall them from getting there, but he's just being a nuisance now at the moment at the enemy home hill. So, and as you can see at the moment, it just looks like Supremacy is going to be holding out for both home hills, that is going to allow E just to stay as it is, not really too fussed about it in the moment. I'm sure if they're able to get a few kills, they will soon collapse on it.
Most important thing, though, of course, Precision's actually stayed alive. It might be dancing around the middle, lots of shots sent his way, but he stayed alive, no staggering here. Now, is that enough? I actually see someone in spawn. What the hell is going on? Physics is way into the spawn. Strikers does hold out, though, barely within an inch of his life, mind you. Just shows the amount of pressure Supremacy are applying here is really causing havoc on the CryptiK side. Vision wins the battle against Baghdad. Zorkos is still in the enemy spawn. He just can't lose. He's down strikers. Physics is there. Precision's not really done much in the middle with the rest of his teammates. They're forced to pull back due to the number situation. Precision actually gets angled from the window as well. They're just breaking down the CryptiK side slowly.
Absolutely, and it's just becoming harder and harder for the CryptiK team to be able to actually put anything together. Just look, because every single one of them are just sending them packing. It just feels like at this moment they're coming out of spawn just to die. They're not even getting any points at the moment because they've had E stolen off them. They are getting their D heal back, but there's so much pressure on there. They're not actually able to cap it. They're making a move now straight for the enemy home hill now. So Zorkos has fallen, and Ronnie's been able to pick that up. Now he's going to be looking towards pushing F with Strickers and Liam God. There's only one person there, so they should be able to take this out without any problems at all. There it is. They should be able to get their home hill back now as well, and as one of the Supremacy players has been able to wrap around and cause himself a nuisance, but they need a 3 cap. There's nothing they can do with a 2 cap now. They need all 3.
The clock is on. Kenny is back towards E. F is the only one captured. Ronsel's going to be caught out here. He just flies out of nowhere. Very risky play across the middle of Impact. Not enough cover to do things like that in front of a Supremacy roster. They still only have 1 hill, mind you, Supremacy. They can go back to D eventually. They're just focusing on the kills, keeping the Team CryptiK side crippled, if you will, and unable to do anything. There's the overextension just to ensure the round from Darkfrag. E is being captured, D is being captured. Just like that, Supremacy hold their nerve, and with a big score lead, they take that round 6-1.
Yeah, it's definitely... It's not where Team CryptiK want to be. It's not where any team wants to be in this situation. Now, the comeback for them, it looks very, very, very unlikely. Like you said, it's not impossible, but is it going to happen? Well, if it's going to happen, perfect play, and it's going to have to start now. As soon as this round begins, it's going to have to start. And Ronnie's hovering over the snipe. Wouldn't be surprised if he was to put it down. He is first spawn, so he shouldn't have any trouble getting towards the snipe. So, oh no, he isn't first spawn, is he? Where is he? No, he's not. So that would be probably Visions or Strickers going towards getting the sniper, especially if they want to watch out for their heads, depending on who's going to pick it up for Supremacy. So we will see how it's going to pan out with Sniper on the map. That's their last gas effort, really, because everything matters now.
Ronsol's going for the pickup. Can CryptiK get the headshot? No. In fact, it's not even going to be opportunity because Ron's so slow at spawn is such a risky maneuver. He picks it up nonetheless. CryptiK tries to go for the shot through smoke. Not going to connect. Doesn't even matter. Zorkos finds a kill on Liam. So red, he just keeps moving forward. Vision does stop him for now. The Lancer damage too strong. Fantastic body check from CryptiK. And Ronsol left to his own devices. Don't do it. 2v1. Ronsol bounces, not going to connect. CryptiK and Kenny, they are on fire just like the rest of the teammates. They only need one more round.
Yeah, and they're rotating around the map. This looks like a bad spot, really, for the Supremacy team now. So one is down, and this is up to Liam to make a big play here. So he's been able to take out CryptiK. All he has to do is take out Kenny. He's been able to do that. That's 2 down now for Supremacy, and it's going to be him and Precision making their way towards the D hill. There's only one person on there for the time being. If they're able to take out Baghdad quickly, then this might be an effective push, but Baghdad's left them in the behind. They both need to go forward because they've got 2 people at leads coming from spawn. Liam's trying to fight and find Baghdad, but this could be 2 deaths here, but no, Liam holds strong and he's able to take him out.
Liam God keeps going forward though. Vision red, back to the cap. Supremacy, Kenny wins his shock about. CryptiK falls, Kenny answers back. No shenanigans going on here, although Zorkos, he's overextended. Ronsol and Strikers, they have committed, and Kenny just keeps saying no after no after no. Ronsol in front is not going to do anything there. Could this be the end? It looks like it for CryptiK. A break comes in. Zorkos says no. Supremacy are too strong, and Zorkos finishes it off in style. 7-1. Perhaps some second map syndrome coming in there, Callum. Just a little bit. But Supremacy, absolutely formidable, despite their match earlier.
Was it that? Was it the second map syndrome? Was it the fact that maybe SY were actually warmed up after the first game of Reclaimed? There's a lot of things that you could put into that, but it just didn't seem like the same CryptiK team. And now, is that because they were forced to do things that they didn't want to do? They was forced to play different to how they've been playing before? Or is it just because, like you said, second map syndrome, they've just lost all their energy after losing that first game? It was such a great game it was, 7-4, but didn't actually deserve it to be much of a closer scoreline on the actual door. The way they actually played out was much closer than the score suggests, but this one on Impact, the score represents exactly how it played out.
I think it goes back to the point, right, about Reclaim being a much simpler map to be aggressive and really apply the pressure and just kind of force these team fights, these simple team fights, and the ability and provide the ability to go off as Ronsol did, than say Impact. I think Impact at times can be very decision-making orientated. One big slip-up can, like a staggered spawn, could mean trouble the rest of the time. You know, you got to hand it to Supremacy. Yes, CryptiK looked like a different team compared to Reclaimed, maybe even arguably in the previous match, which they won. But Supremacy, they held Impact so well over and over. When they got an advantage, they never lost it. They kept control of the map, both tail. They dealt with the boom shot strategy straight away. It never really looked like CryptiK had any answer for the opposing team. And hats off to Supremacy, honestly. They're going to be going into the grand final with their heads held high. Commiserations, of course, to CryptiK that they're not able to actually take down Supremacy. But a top 3 finish, Callum, for many of these players, they've never come close to such a thing in a LAN event.
Yeah, I think you're right. So yeah, Liam, this will be his first top 3 finish, so that's a very good one for him. I don't know about Strickers and Vision's French tournaments, because I know they've been to a lot of French events between them. So I'm pretty sure that they may have got maybe a top 3 before a French event, but say I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, Liam, it's definitely Liam's first one. It's definitely Precision's first one, and it's also definitely, well, he's not Ronnie's because he got a second at the last event. But look at this. This is the loser bracket now that we have on the board, okay? So that is your final end of your loser bracket. Loser bracket winners, if you like. Supremacy coming out on top, being able to beat Team CryptiK. They're going to now progress into the final against Fable.
Yeah, that was such an eventful losers bracket as well. GA beating ERA. You know, ERA could have been a grand final. It was the one I was looking for potentially if Supremacy did not perform as amazingly as they have. And of course, Stimulate, they played very well earlier, but CryptiK clearly just shut them down. It just shows it's kind of like tiered at the moment in EU. It always has been, but it's a lot closer than previously.
Yeah.
The better teams have just got better. but the teams have, all been progressing and improving all the way up. There's the winners bracket in front of us. You can see Fable 2-0 against Supremacy. Of course, Fable, they are guaranteed the grand final spot. Supremacy play them again. They're kryptonite, if you will, Fable. Always second place to them at a pro circuit events. Never won a major one that they've actually competed in, Team Fable. Boy, oh boy, they have to win two best-of-3 series now, Supremacy, if they are to win this.
Yeah, absolutely. And to win their first actual event as well, coming from losers bracket.
Yep.
So, yeah, they've got seconds numerous times. But this will be their first event win on English soil, if you will, in the UK. Now, for them to do that at 2 best-of-3s, now that's going to be really, really difficult. And especially, even to win 1 best-of-3 against this Fable team is going to be extremely difficult. But to win 2, it's going to be insane. Now, they're going to have to go in coming off, they're going to have to do what CryptiK needed to do against them, but was unable to do so. They've just come through 2-0, sweep them in the last round. They're going to be confident they're going to be warm now. Fable are not. They have not played for hours.
Oh, I know.
They've been off stage for absolutely hours. So the way they're going to beat them is they're going to start off strong. They've got to win and fly through them the first map. If they're able to do that and they're able to take the second map, then that's where we go into the next map. That's where we go into the next, series, if you will. And then that's where it starts afresh. Both teams are going to be warmed up. Maybe Supremacy with a little bit of an edge there because they've just taken a first series win over them. Both teams are going to be tired, but Supremacy are going to have the momentum with them. They're going to be less tired just because of that sheer endorphin rush running through them. So if they're able to win the first series, then yeah, absolutely they're able to take it. But this Fable lineup, you can't, no matter how cold they are, you can't just write them off.
Yeah, I have to agree with everything you said there. CryptiK Gaming, that's what I referred to as Fable, as potentially. Every time they went down a number, it just seemed like they were continually outplaying again and again Supremacy. Supremacy for me there, I kind of like Echo Fox, kind of like, formerly Envious, of course. They performed so well against every single team below them, like CryptiK just then, despite how well they were performing. But against Fable, against CryptiK Gaming, if you will, it's a massive struggle. It's a completely different game. Will that analogy continue? Will they win 2 series in a row? Personally, I think not. It's not that they're playing not as good as usual. It's just that Fable looked unstoppable earlier. And I think if Fable win this first map, I think it's all over.
Yeah, definitely. If they do win the first map, I do think it's just going to be a shutdown. The only thing, that's why I do have to take the momentum of winning the loser bracket final in with them. If they're able to do that, and Zorkos is able to perform like he did on Impact, and if Kenny's able to perform how he did on Reclaimed, could cause massive trouble. But then you've got Phelps. If he's able to perform halfway near how he was performing earlier, then he's going to be causing all kinds of upsets as well. So there is a way that they can win, but I don't think it's yet. I don't think this is now. So like you said, you got your CryptiK and your Envy and now Echo Fox. Envy won an event. They won Mexico.
They did.
Is this Supremacy's Mexico? For me, it's not. But only time will tell.
There you have it. 2-0 then, you're predicting.
Yes, clean sweep.
Clean sweep from Fable. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you there. I'm sorry, Supremacy. Fable looked so damn impressive earlier. Guys, we're going to go to a quick break. When we return, it is the grand final we've all been waiting for. Fable versus Supremacy. Let us know in Twitch chat who you think is going to win. We'll be back very soon with that.